How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. How are you, Katie?
I'm doing really good. I was just talking to Brody about the last time we saw you, and I was laughing because it was when we were at Audio Productions and Kane Brown was giving you a Rolex.
Oh, yeah, no kidding. That was an unexpected little gift. Yeah, crazy.
I'm sure I'm sure that it was. Is that up there with like top touring gifts that you've probably received?
Yeah, I think that's number one. I've gotten some alcohol, and I've gotten like a scooter, but a Rolex was definitely number one.
Who got you a scooter?
Rascal Flatts. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It was a cool scooter. It was.
I was gonna say, is this like what, like an electric scooter or like a moped? Like what is this?
Yeah, it was electric thing. So it got me around there for a while. So yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. Well, how are you? How's B? How's Avery?
We're good. Thank you. Yeah, everything's great. I just went over to Switzerland for a few shows, and I was just praying that baby didn't come while I was overseas.
Can you share the story behind the name that you guys have chosen?
Yeah, so we really we didn't look at any list or anything with Avery's name. It just kind of happened, like it just fell into our lap, and we are like, oh, that's perfect. So we were hoping that it would happen that way for this one. We weren't coming up with anything, and then Gabi was doing a Bible study and came across a name in one of the Bible verses she was reading that she really loved, and I was all about it, and so yeah, that's how we landed on the name this time around.
I feel like something biblical is always classic. It's timeless. Like it's always a good call if you are stuck.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Our Avery, somehow or another, he thought we were going to name the kid Bo. And in North Carolina, Bojangles was a big deal, and the dessert biscuit there is called Bo Berry, and so he's just in his head, the kid's name is going to be Bo Berry McCreery, like that is the name apparently.
Oh my gosh, he's going to be so disappointed by that. Is he excited about having a little brother?
Yeah, matter of fact, today we were out and about. Avery got a haircut today, and there was like a gift shop next door. Like, you can go pick out a gift for your brother, and he was so excited. Walked in there, and he picked out like everything in the store. Like, okay, pick one. But yeah, he just kept saying, "This is for Bo Berry. This is for Bo Berry." So
Oh my God, that is too cute. What did you think when you found out that it was going to be another boy?
I was pumped. I think we both thought it was going to be a girl because Gabi, the early part of her pregnancy felt completely different than how she felt with Avery. So we were like, oh, it's got to be a girl. But I guess that's not exactly a tell, and it's another boy. And I was the only boy left on the McCreery side, and my whole family was like, you gotta, carry on. And so now all my crazy uncles are happy with me, I guess. So
I know my family was the same way. My brother was like the last boy with a family name, and then he had twin boys. So thank God that worked out. We got two, which is fantastic. And I was actually laughing because I don't know. Are you close with Dylan Marlowe at all?
I know him. I'm not super close, but
I was going to say I saw they're having twins.
oh wow, 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 that's got to be like crazy news. Like the moment you find that out.
Right. I know that everybody always talks about there's a moment where you go in for like your first initial sonogram and you're like, please don't be two.
Whatever happens, we would have been thrilled. But yeah, it's all been good so far. So
Yeah. I was laughing because it was a few weeks ago now, but you posted something about you were singing a song to Avery from Dora. And he was like, is that your song, Dad? And I thought that was really cool because I realized he's probably starting to realize what you do for a living now, which has got to be kind of wild.
yeah, he loves it. I used to never listen to my music in the truck, and now I have to because it's all he wants to listen to. So it's very sweet, and he gets to come on the road probably one weekend a month at least with Gabi, and he like if we're going on the road, he's not wearing anything but his boots. Like no tennis shoes, no Crocs. Like if we're going on the road, I'm wearing my overalls and my boots. If we're going to a country show, and he's come on stage a few times and just loves it. And fans bring him gifts. Like they've really accepted. That it's just been so cool and sweet to watch as a daddy that he wants to be a part of everything. So
Yeah, that's amazing. I feel like the next phase of this then is then him realizing that not everybody's dad is Scotty McCreery. Like not everybody's dad is on stage every weekend.
yeah, I guess so. I don't. I think he wants to be part of the family business though. He just earlier today we were. I got a new Christmas song in, and I got the mix back, and he made all of us. He gave mom a guitar. He gave me a guitar. Avery took the drums, and he wanted Moose, our dog, to play the harmonica, but Moose was not having it. So, but family band. That's what he wants.
A little performer. We love that so much. Well, talk about you recorded a new Christmas song.
Yeah, I don't even know if I'm supposed to say that, but
We'll double check.
but yeah, I love Christmas music. I grew up with Christmas music, always playing in the house. For me, like the Elvis Christmas record was my favorite. So, yeah, I think little by little, nowadays everybody just wants more music and more of this. So I'm like, let's go do a Christmas song. We were in the studio already, so it made sense.
Is it traditional or an original?
This one's traditional. Last year, we put out an original, and this year we're gonna have a traditional. So yeah,
I always feel for anybody trying to like write an original Christmas song because it's like the stakes are so high.
Yeah, it's like it's either gonna be a classic or it's just gonna kind of fall in the cracks there. But no, I really did. We had a song called "Feel Like the Holidays" we put out last year, and it's a vibe. It's a new song that feels classic. So hopefully,
yeah, that's where the secret sauce is in writing a Christmas song, is writing one that's new but feels like you've known it your whole life. Well, let's talk about Bottle Rockets climbing up the charts right now. Can you share the story behind this song?
Yeah, so we went up to the mountains to write for my new EP called Scooter and Friends, and I brought my best writing buddies along, and I told them, we've written so many songs together, but I said, whatever you think a Scotty McCreery song is, throw that out the window. And this EP's an off-cycle thing, summer thing. We're going to try new sounds, try new things. And so one of the writes, we were just talking about, summer soundtracks and old memories on the beach. And I got to talking about how, for us in the Carolinas, like Hootie and the Blowfish are royalty. So that's what we were listening to. And we had this chorus for Bottle Rockets kind of already going. And my producer, Frank Rogers, just kind of started strumming in to Hold My Hand, and I was like, wait a second, like what? I think that kind of works. And so that was like the light bulb moment, and we were so excited to write it. We had no clue if Darius and the Hootie and the Blowfish guys would love it or want to get on it, but we were very excited when we wrote it.
Talk about the process of, because sometimes it's different, of asking someone to work on a collab, or in this case, like an interpolation type thing. How did your team reach out to Darius and Hootie or then the Blowfish, or like, did you text him? How did that go?
Yeah, so I texted him and Frank texted him, and we're, Frank and Darius, they worked together a long time, and they're from South Carolina, and they invited me into their fantasy football league a few years ago. So we're all, good golfing buddies, football buddies, and so I hit him up and said, man, I don't know if you're going to like this at all, but, we were thinking of y'all when we wrote this and want to get your thoughts. And he just wrote back, oh my God, dude, like, I love this. This is an absolute smash. So he said, but I got to send to the rest of the guys. And, again, it's like, for me, I was nervous to ask because this song's got to be one of their babies. It was their first single off Factory Review, the one that kind of started it for them. So, but they loved it. And they were like, we want to get in the studio and re-record. And so it just all kind of snowballed from there. But I was nervous, but super excited that it worked out.
Yeah. And what a compliment to you and to the song that they were willing to like say yes, but also go back into the studio and re-record the parts.
Yeah. I think everybody thought that we just kind of pulled Hold My Hand from the record, and sampled it. But it was not a sample. Like, they all went back in the studio, re-recorded everything. Darius went back in, re-recorded his lead parts. Like it's, and if you listen to it, there's some different flavors that they put on it, that's not on the original record that just works for Bottle Rockets. So it's pretty cool.
That's amazing. And go back to this fantasy football league that you're in with Darius.
Yeah, I know they talk a lot of smack about him because he's traditionally not a really good fantasy player, but
he's not.
No, really not. But he did just beat me this week, so I can't talk too much smack. But
what is your fantasy football team name?
I think I'm the Raleigh Rascals. So, and they all give me crap about it, but you know what? The Rascals I've been second place now 3 years, almost for like, needs to be the I don't know, figure something out, but we're close.
Is this like a fantasy football league for money, or is there some type of like really embarrassing thing you have to do if you're the loser?
Not really an embarrassing thing. There's a little cash for sure in this. Okay. And then if you lose, like if you come in last place, we all go on a trip and do like a nice dinner for the draft, and the whole bill is on the loser, like last place. So that's alcohol and that's the meals, and it's 15 to 20 people that'll show up. So it's nobody wants to be last.
Nobody wants to be last. Okay, so are you and Darius the only country music artists that are in this group?
Jimmy Westbrook from Little Big Town is in it as well.
Oh my gosh. This is hysterical. I love the idea of you guys talking smack.
A lot of them. Yeah, it's a lot of back and forth too. We take this thing seriously.
Yeah, no, totally. You this summer released, you mentioned this, your EP, Scooter and Friends, in July, and you said that you kind of like threw out whatever you think a Scotty McCreery song is, let's try something new. Do you feel like that now is influencing like what will be the next project?
Potentially. Yeah, I don't want to say no, but because I had so much fun doing this. But I mean, in the heart of hearts, like what I love to do is kind of bring some of that traditional country music into the new school and mesh them together. Like that is me in a nutshell. So, I mean, if you go and listen to this project, we got like a Spanish influenced song with trumpets, and I've got an R&B song with one of my musical heroes, Charlie Wilson. Like this is not your typical music that you'll hear from me. So, but I mean, try something new, and I really enjoyed it. So maybe we'll have a couple of, songs that sound like a Scooter and Friends song on the next album.
Awesome. What else can you say about the next project? Like, how far along are you? Is it still kind of taking shape?
Oh, shoot. I haven't even started getting in.
Have it.
But for me, I've been on, we toured so heavy early on this year because I knew I was pretty much taking off most of the back half of the year for babies. So we've been on the road, go, go, go. And now it's like, I'm up in the attic pulling down baby bottles and we're getting the nursery ready. So at the turn of next year, I will get back guitar in hand and start writing songs and see where we end up.
Yeah. And then you mentioned you're off a lot this fall, but also this fall you have your co-headlining tour with Dustin Lynch. What are you looking forward to about that?
Yeah, we start up in November, so that's exciting. And I've always been such a fan of Dustin's and the music he's got. I mean, he's in the hit making business. All he does is put out hit after hit after hit. So we were both going to tour this fall anyways, and we were like, man, why don't we just go out together and I'll bring all my stuff, you bring all your stuff, and let's make it one big show. And so I don't think either of us have done this kind of tour before, but it's going to be fun, and we're going to try it out, and hopefully the fans come out and have a little unique experience. So.
How does this work with co-headlining? I remember talking to like Little Big Town and Miranda Lambert about this because you kind of switch off who takes the later shift every night, right?
Yeah, so exactly. So I'm not exactly sure how we're going to be getting into it until we get the rehearsals and stuff. But taking different leads here and there and maybe having a couple collabs where we're both on stage at the same time. And either way, no matter what we end up on, it's just going to be a good time, just fun. And so laid back, and he's going to play, his whole set of hits, and I'm going to come in there and play our songs, and it'll be a good time.
It is going to be a very fun tour. And because we are like in that transitional time of going from into fall, which is now like, I'm sure you're seeing like stores are putting out Christmas stuff earlier and earlier. Are you more fall person or Christmas person?
All of a sudden yesterday, like Avery woke up and he wanted to play Frank Sinatra's Jingle Bells on the record player, and he wanted to dance. And then, my family was texting about our Christmas plans this year, and I got the Christmas song mix back all on the same day. So feels like we just skipped fall in our family as of yesterday. But fall is personally my favorite time of year. Man, it's just so special. It's not too hot, it ain't too cold. There's leaves falling, a little breeze. The grills are out. There's football on the TV. I mean, what's not to love? I
know, and I feel like especially in North Carolina, you probably get like the perfect fall.
I'm hoping it stays around. Sometimes it's a quick fall, but I mean, technically, we're not. I guess no, we are in fall, but it's been a good fall so far weather-wise. So hopefully it sticks around.
That's awesome. And I know that you said you've been doing a lot of, getting stuff out of the attic, setting up for the baby. Have you and Gabi been binging anything in your downtime, if you have any right now?
What do we started watching a Netflix show called Untamed. I
haven't seen that.
Yeah, really good. We're out in Yosemite. What else? It's not a whole lot. I think that's like the one show. I mean, for me, I'm just benching football right now. So that's you wait all year for it. It's like, no, I have to sit on this couch all day. Like I've been waiting months for this moment. So
yeah, exactly. And then I'm not sure if you've seen it or not, but Kenny Chesney is going to be releasing his memoir like a month after you're on the show with us. And I'm curious, is a memoir anything you've ever thought like maybe at some point in time you'll do?
Yeah, I hope so. Back in 2016, I wrote a travel log, is what I like to call it, and just about my experience up till then. I started so young and idle back when I was 16, and just like met all these crazy folks and was on all these tours, and I just wanted to kind of write it down real quick. But that was like, I feel like everything career-wise has happened for me after that book. So it's like I'm looking forward to years down the road, sitting down in a rocking chair and typing out or working on I think I'd like to, even if it's just for my family. I mean, hopefully we could put it out there in the public, but I've had a few friends whose like grandparents just wrote down kind of a book for them about their life and stuff, which I think that kind of thing would be cool.
Yeah, for sure. And then with Halloween being about a month after this will air, has Avery declared what he would like to be for Halloween this year?
Yeah, I think we are going this year with a Cars theme. So, Lightning McQueen, Tow Mater, like all the Sally, like all the Cars. So that's his movie right now. And, we did a show with Brad Paisley not too long ago, and Brad's like all over that soundtrack, dude, his guitar parts and his songs. And there was one scene, where Brad had a song called Thunder Hollow Breakdown, like where the school bus Miss Fritter, this is Cars 3. I know these movies way too well now. But like this, all Avery wants to listen to in the truck right now is Miss Fritter's song, and it is like screaming guitar and drums, and he wants to hear it at like 6:30 in the morning. Like, Brad, man, my son is very disappointed you didn't play Thunder Hollow Breakdown at the show tonight, but maybe next time.
I feel pretty positive that Brad would probably play that just for Avery backstage.
Yeah, if I would have run into him beforehand, yeah, I would have requested it, but maybe next time.
That's awesome. And then the week after you were on, we actually have Jordan Davis on the show. Have you spent much time with Jordan at all?
A little bit, not a whole lot, but we just did some shows together when I had all my boys out, my college friends, for our golf tournament. And, Jordan came by to hang out. He was such a cool hang. All my boys ran into him and they were like, "Oh, I just met Jordan. He's the coolest dude ever." So, and he's a Louisiana guy, and I'm married into a LSU family. They're all from down there. So, most of the time when I chat with Jordan, we're just talking LSU football or something like that.
For sure. That's so fun that you do that with your college friends. Is that something you do every year? You do like golf and they all come to a show?
Oh, yeah. If you see this trophy, that's the state cup behind me. And twice a year, we do the state cup. And now we've all got kids and families, and it used to be so easy to schedule. And now it's like the hardest thing in the world to put this thing on. Most of the time, it just goes around my tour schedule and all the guys pile on the bus. But we're doing it after Halloween, actually, this next one coming up. So
what a fun tradition. I love that.
Yeah.
You obviously have done well because you currently have the trophy.
Well, yeah, I still think we're losing. We've done 20 state cups, I think, and I think the score is 11-9. So my team has 9, so we have some making up to do. But it's a lot of fun. 8 guys, we all went to college together. The state cup.
Wow, that's awesome. Scotty, thank you so much for the time today. So happy for you to see the song doing well, and congratulations on baby. Hopefully Gabi has a very easy delivery, and baby number 2, cakewalk.
Yeah, prayers up. Well, Avery was such a great kiddo that I'm like scared to death that this next is going to be a terror, but we will.
I know, that second kid, man.
Oh, it's exciting. So thank you very much.
Yes, thank you for the time today. Good to see you as always.
Hey, it's Katie. Thank you for watching. See more interviews, performances, and more of your favorite artists by subscribing and downloading the free Audacy app.